Go. Painting with Harriet.
Yeah, and what we've got here is a magazine that I've taped a lot of little watercolor paper in so that when I go places, I can just enjoy myself painting little pictures and I don't copy anything. I just paint whatever's in my imagination. So today I'm going to do a little landscape painting. And I put an ice cube back here in my little paints so it would make a little muddy water. And then I'm just going to go across my picture with some lines. And this is the ice cube. I'll just stick it back in there. And then, there's a little water. Well, that's kind of nice. I'll just make that into some dirt down here. And I go on off the edge because the edge is taped. So when you get done with your painting, you've got this wonderful little edge. I'm going to make a little tree line here. And you never know what you're going to paint till you start. So there we go. And then I'm going to get some blue and some green and make some little fresh greeneries down in here. And just tap a little water. That was my coffee creamer. And I'm using it in a restaurant, so it's so fun. So I get a little water. Maybe I put some water up here in the sky. Maybe it's one of those kind of days, like today, where it's winter and there's some weird clouds. So let's do that down to the horizon line. Okay, yeah. And go on over to the edge because when you pull your edge up, you want your little picture to look kind of awesome. So here's some plowed earth. And I like plowed earth to be kind of reddish brown. So I'm going to go right here. And I'm going to make some reddish brown plowed earth. You see that kind of plowed look with my brush?
Beautiful.
And you just kind of plow it. And then back in the far, far distance, I think there should be some more since this man probably owns all this land. And it would be maybe darker because it's in the shade of the little almost stormy sky that we're promising off in the distance. So what you do is you just start imagining what's going on in the land. And maybe have a little darker up here where it just kind of got muddy during a rainstorm and had a little slump in it. Right there, see where that little rain picked up? Now this is the beginning, so there are no details on this yet. So as it dries, you start thinking, what kind of details do I want? Well, maybe I want to get a little of this dark green and make a little cedar tree. Well, cedars grow from the down up. So let's make a from the down up bunch of brush strokes and kind of go up to the top. Now we're putting detail on top of background. And in watercolors, it's always good to get your paper kind of made up its mind. And then here's some shadow. And down in here, because I think the light's probably coming from behind. I'm not sure, but by the time we finish the painting, we'll know. So I'm going to mix a little water with my yellow, make a little dirty mess here, and make some other little weird plants that are all dried out because it's a dry country. And they're going to put in here cotton eventually, but not yet. So we've got a little of that. Now we're up to the final 5 minutes of the painting. We're going to go ding, 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 back in the distance to give it some dimension. Put other things growing back there. You remember that little man on TV that used to say, little things grow here?
Mr. Ross.
Yes, Mr. Ross inspired me as a child to be an artist. So way off in the distance, there might be little tiny things growing. And when you get closer up here, guess what? You can see them better because they're up close. And so that's kind of what we're doing. And I'm Harriet Myrick, and I'm just in a restaurant having myself a good time.
Yay.
Okay.